Hi guys, so I'm back with another makeup tutorial, this time on Turkish model Anise, and I'm going to start with the Embryolisse Lait Creme Concentré. I'm going to apply this all over her dry skin to moisturize her face, and I'm doing this in generous amounts because she has some really dry skin. I applied the MAC Cosmetics Charged Water all over her face to give it a subtle glow, and while it sets into her pores, I fill in her brows using a brow powder from the L.O.V Cosmetics Browttitude Eyebrow Contouring Palette. I brush her brows in regular intervals, to make those brows look natural, and this is pretty much the secret to making those brows look natural. Just keep brushing them with a spoolie at regular intervals, and so they are gonna take away the excess pigmented powder and just keep those brows looking nice and natural. I add more Embryolisse cream to her dry face, and I start highlighting her brow bone using the MAC Cosmetics Pro Longwear Concealer in NW15. I blend this out using a Coastal Scent short fluffy blending brush, and I make sure that I blend this out really well for both brows. I spray her face with the MAC Cosmetics Fix Spray, and while this sets into her skin, I go ahead and start prepping her eyes for eyeshadow application using the MAC Cosmetics Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. Once I'm done distributing this primer all on both eyes, I set the primer using the Mercier setting powder in translucent, and I'm pretty much just doing this to prepare her eyes for eyeshadow application. I highlight her brow bone using the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter from the Sun Dipped palette, and I start off by applying the Lancome Versatile powder in her crease area to prepare that area for the transition color that I'm going to create for this glamorous cut crease that I want to do on her. Now I'm using two eyeshadows from the Makeup Addiction Cosmetics Flaming Love palette. I am going to create a transition color. So literally I'm just using this one blending brush to apply the Savannah Desert and Flaming Kisses eyeshadows from the Flaming Love palette, and all I'm doing is just blending. Blending is your cardio when you are trying to create a nice transition color for the crease area of the eye. I am just going over this over and over again in short circular motions with my blending brush, and as you can see here, I'm just adding the product in small amounts until I achieve the transition color that I'm actually looking for. I'm pretty much satisfied with this, and once I'm done doing this, I am going to apply the MAC Cosmetics Swiss Chocolate eyeshadow from the Light Festival palette on the outer corners of her eye, bringing that lightly into the inner corners of the eye, but making sure as well that I'm blending it out really well. When I'm done blending that in, I create a nice cut crease using an angled brush, and practically I'm using these MAC Cosmetics Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Soft Ochre to start creating and drawing my cut crease, and I'm really careful with this, and I'm really taking my time to make sure that that cut crease is really nice on fleek and sharp, because with cut creases, what makes them look really nice is the fact that on applying this gel, you have this nice cut into the transition color. Now using the Juvia's Place Saharan palette, I am going to apply the eyeshadow Iman. This is a white, really pigmented eyeshadow that I'm going to apply on the eyeshadow primer, Soft Ochre, and I'm doing this in short patting motions just to make sure that I don't have too much fallout on her lashes. It is really important when you are also doing this in short patting motions for a cut crease, because you don't want the cut crease to look too messy. Once I'm done, I am going to apply the MAC Cosmetics eyeshadow in Goldmine in the outer area of her eyes and blend this out with the MAC Cosmetics eyeshadow in Swiss Chocolate. When I'm done doing this, I'm going to apply glitter on that cut crease, and I'm using the glitter from Violet Voss, and this one is in Goldie. I do this by first of all applying glitter glue, also from Violet Voss, before applying the glitter. When I'm done, I'm going to pull out that outer corner of her eye with my finger really lightly to do a wing, to draw the eyeliner, and I'm doing a subtle wing, and I'm using the Inglot Cosmetics gel eyeliner in number 77. On this day, the eyeliner was really dry, so I really struggled a little bit to come up with this eyeliner. Now, when you're done, it looks like this. And I go ahead and apply some mascara to her natural lashes and apply the Mercier foundation primer in Radiance, and also to apply false lashes that I got from Amazon. These lashes are bae, honey. They look awesome. When I'm done applying the false eyelashes, it looks like this. Awesome. Then I am going to mix two foundations together. I am mixing the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in number 6.5 with the Black Opal True Color Foundation, Stick Foundation in Heavenly Honey. And because these two foundations are water-based and cream-based, it is really hard for them to really mix well. So I'm using a buffing brush to apply this foundation and have them blend really well into her skin. And I love this buffing brush from Coastal Scents. It's awesome. So when I'm done applying, I'm actually using a damp Real Technique sponge to evenly distribute this foundation all over her skin. And she already looks amazing. I mean, she could actually step out like this, but not without lipstick. And she's already looking herself in the mirror, or let me say in her phone. And I go ahead and apply the Maybelling Fit Me concealer. This is a really nice dupe concealer of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's also really nice. And I'm applying this in her T-zone and under eyes, and using the Real Techniques sponge, damp sponge. I'm distributing this evenly under her eyes and making sure that I'm blending this out really well. I set that with the Laura Mercier setting powder in translucent, and I pretty much use that setting powder for her whole face as well. I buff it into the foundation just to set the foundation as well. When I'm done, I am going to contour her face using the Benefit Cosmetics Hoola bronzer, and this is just an awesome bronzer for Caucasian women. When I'm done with that, I am going to line her lips using the P2 Cosmetics lip liner in 130. It is called First Lady, and I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown lip gloss to fill in her lips. I've forgotten the shade. I'm sorry. My stuff is pretty much everywhere right now, and I can't seem to find that lipstick. So the look is finished after applying blush from the L.O.V Cosmetics palette, and I can't wait to see you in my next tutorial. Anise looks so good, so glamorous, ready for the red carpet, and keep following me on Instagram and Facebook. Bye bye.